Hello everybody, this is Dr. Jeffrey. In this module number 1, or video number 1, we're going to quickly jump into what is the ketogenic diet. And as just a quick intro, quick, simple, easy, fun intro. Well, probably not too much fun, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, so remember, this is all for educational purposes only. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me in the messenger. Alright, so with nutrition, we want to make sure that we are always personalizing the nutrition. So everybody is different. Everybody has different genes. We all look different on the inside. We all look different on the outside. So there's no difference on the inside. So that's what I like to compare. On the inside, some people will have enzymes that will function like very sturdy, like this one sturdy bridge over here, and then other people have this rickety enzyme that won't function as very well. So this may be blood sugar control, this may be weight, this could be any internal trait. And as you can see, both of them, what I want everybody to know is that both of them, when you put stress on the system, both will do their function. But when you put an excess stress on the system, this one's going to last longer. So this person has a stronger genetic safety net, if you will. And this person over here, as you can see, put more stress on the system, this will break down a lot easier. So that's underlying our genetics. So some people may have a genetic ability to not process sugars as well when it's under stress. But you know what? Genes don't confer the trait unless they're under stress. That's what I want everybody to know. You got to take the stress off. So this person's going to have to take a little bit more of the stress off this system. And we can do that using nutrition, low carbohydrate diet, those kind of things. Now, with this side of the thing, I want people to know too, is even though you may have this very sturdy structure and that can function very well, over time, if it's not maintained, that can wear it down and collapse. So you need to maintain this. So we have this saying that genes load the gun, but diet and lifestyle pull the trigger. So remember that as you go. So the other thing I want to bring up with this point is that everybody is going to be different, and everybody, absolutely everybody, needs to find an individual plan that works best for them and their ability to what works best for their metabolism. So the amount of carbs someone eats may be different between one person and the other. There's no one-size-fits-all model, and we get into huge troubles when there is a one-size-fits-all model in nutrition. If it was, then that would be nice, because we would just know what worked well for everybody. But it's a little more complicated in everybody, because the internal physiology is so unique on an individual-to-individual basis. All right. So how we make energy? Well, we make energy by taking either a sugar source or a fat source, and we break the fat down or the sugar down, and we make our energy currency. So that's here. This is regular glucose, how we make energy from sugar. So we take sugar, we shred it down, we take it to a processing plant, and then we make our currency, which is our money in terms of our cells, and then we use that to pay the workers to run the factory here to make energy, right? So most of our energy goes to heat and to maintain our body temperature, but it also goes to all the physiological processes in the body. This is ketone metabolism. It's the same energy pathway, but what happens is we are now taking fat from our body or from our diet, and then we're converting it to ketones in the liver. And we then take it to the factory, we make our energy currency to pay the workers in the power plant. There are many reported health benefits of the ketogenic diet. So enhanced mental performance, elevated mood, lower anxiety, better blood sugar regulation, more energy, weight loss, and anti-aging processes. So these are all what people are talking about in terms of how they are benefiting it. We still have some research we need to do to really prove these or really solidify this food and eating pattern. But I would say that what people are feeling and doing is actually helping people. In terms of the length and the amount of time we need to be on this diet, that will really depend on the individual. And there's various patterns, various ways we can incorporate the ketogenic diet into your life. Now, when is the ketogenic, when are we in ketogenesis? So there is two scenarios. So one, when we're in a starving state, we start producing ketones because the fat is generally a storage molecule. So it is used when there's no sugar, because when there's sugar, there's usually time of abundance. So in our historical time, we likely we're used to going in and out of ketosis at various times in our life. So it doesn't necessarily mean you have to stay within the ketosis. Everybody's going to be different. So if you have more of a diabetic or blood sugar problem, then yeah, you may want to be in ketosis a majority of the time. But other people may not need to be. So we may be cycling in and out. And that's when we get into more advanced. So the start of the program, we really want to get people to just feel how they feel the diet for about 1 month or 3 months, depending on how you want to go about, and just get a sense of what it feels like. And then after that time, we work with you to figure out which is the best method for you. Should you be incorporating intermittent fasting, or should you be cycling carbohydrates at nighttime or a certain time of the day? Or if you're an athlete, what is your optimal carbohydrate intake? Or are you an individual, so what should we do to individualize this treatment? And so rather than just staying on this diet, we are always determining based on the outcomes of the diet whether or not you need to stay in it or not go in it. So that's just our introduction to ketones. Remember, ketones are produced in a fasting state. They are our secondary fuel source. They are used to fuel the brain. They're used to fuel all the body, but they are generally a secondary fuel source. They are generally more energy dense, so we generally make more energy from a molecule of fat than we do from a molecule of sugar. Sugar is our primary fuel source of the body. It is used to make fast, quick energy, but it is used up very fast. So I think of fat as like oil-burning furnace, and I think of sugar as like pencil shavings. So you can see when the energy is needed very quickly, the pencil shavings may work better, but overall we want the most sustainable and energy-dense fuel source, and that is the key. That is fat metabolism.